Good morning. I'm working on some photographs that I took last week or a couple weeks ago of two young ladies from Lithuania, and just going through the pictures and basically just looking at detail, trying to pick out the best pictures for my next piece, which is going to involve a horse and a pioneer woman. You have to pardon me, I'm holding the camera by hand, and I'm trying to do that and do this at the same time. What I'm doing is let's see, save as, mirroring or changing the view of these photographs that I took of this pioneer woman, this young lady that posed for us a couple of weeks ago from Lithuania. And this is the original view right here, but I want to get it both ways because I may change my mind and have it, the sculpture of her in that direction instead, because it might relate more to what I'm doing with the horse that she's going to go with. Now, I know you haven't seen the horse yet, but I'll show you in a second here. So what I'm doing is I'm saving the picture, and I just put an A at the end of the file name so that it'll separate it from the original picture, and so that when I combine these pictures together, they will I'm getting confused here. Let's see, image, mirror. They will come out next to each other, and then when I print them, I can print them up on the same sheet, but in different directions. And it just gives me the option of choosing a different view. Alright, again, I'm hand holding the camera, so pardon the movement. Anyway, this is the pictures. Now, I took the color pictures, which I'll show you here in a second. And what I did was I turned them into black and whites, and the reason for that, the colors can confuse your eye, and you can see the wrinkles in the clothing, like right there and in her sleeve and stuff like that. And also you can see the muscles in the horse a lot better. You're not confused by the color of the skin or the clothing. Now you can see I've flipped the picture, and it gives me an option to do it a different direction. This is something like the idea that I'm having for the horse and the pioneer woman. And I'll just go through these real quick. Different views, and I did it both sides because since the horse is pretty much standing straight-legged, except it's standing going up a hill, both sides would look the same, and so flipping it gives me the opportunity to see the muscles on the other side, therefore associating them better when I'm working on the horse on the other side. Because if you got one view, this view here, and you're doing the other side of the horse, you got to transpose or flip the picture in your own mind. It's much easier just to flip the picture here and then print it out. These are great pictures. That was a great day. It was real windy too, which gave effects on the apron and on the dress itself. Now that's kind of a neat picture there. She's putting on her bonnet, and so she's got both ribbons of the bonnet in her hands, and she's bringing it up to her back of her neck. She's getting ready to tie it. Now I kind of like that pose, and it would be a good one next to the horse. And there she's put on the hat. And like I said, I'm giving myself the view from both angles so that I have the opportunity to change the angles. I kind of like this one too, where she's kind of adjusting her sleeve a little bit. Kind of a neat pose there. And then again. Now this shows me the back of the dress, and how it billows out in the wind. And you can see the detail down here on the bottom of the dress, the way it's bunched up and everything like that. Kind of a neat dress. And then again, this is another picture of her next to the horse and with her hand up, shading her eyes. I kind of like that view too. And that's just another one with the wind blowing and causing some movement in the dress, which I think is much more interesting than a stagnant dress. I love the sunbonnet on her head too as well. Kind of makes a neat design. Like I said, I'm both angles. Again with her hand up, shading her eyes. Don't know if I want to do that though. That looks too, well, anyway. And then she's standing there holding the bucket. I kind of like her hand up, sort of just lightly, her fingers lightly touching her hair, forehead. And this is a great picture right there. That'd make a heck of a painting. But here she is, just lightly touching the neck of the horse, which I thought was kind of a cool pose with a gun in her hand. I'm just flipping it. But I think you get the idea. That's what I've been doing today, and then I'm going to print out all these pictures. It's taken me hours to go through the pictures themselves. We got literally 4,000 photographs, and see how different it looks when you flip it. It just gives it a whole different feeling. And there's that pose where she's touching the horse's neck, kind of like that one right there. Except she's actually touching the horse's neck. So that's two different views, because there was about 3 photographers working on this, and we got pictures from all the photographers, so it gives me the opportunity to see it from a different angle for the same pose. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just basically putting together all these photographs, and so I'm not going to get in the studio today. I'm just going to be working on this, and now I've got to print all these out so that I've got my reference, and then I've got to transfer it over to my Galaxy handheld computer, I guess you call it. I don't know what you call them. Anyway, like I said, the photography in this was just beautiful. Great opportunity for paintings and stuff. Alright, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys had a great Labor Day weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow.